So we're going to use the lab setup as given. Okay. And let's go ahead and get this thing out here. So let's do, I had a good time with the 2901. So let's do 2901s. Okay. And then let's do one switch, because that's what it said. We're going to listen. And then we have one PC. Okay. Let's come over here. Oh, I want to come over here, just so I'm not in the way of everything. So router 1 and router 2 are connected to the same switch. Let's get that. Boom, boom. Ba, da, ba. And then PC is connected to the switch to use its virtual IP. Let's just make that a little pretty. Okay. Boom. So as we know, when the device is connected to the switch, it's going to go through its little thing. Boom, it's here. We fast forward. Now we need to activate these things here. Again, we're using the lab setup as needed. So where's our note here? So we have our router 1 with our 192.168.1.2. And then over here, we got 192.168.1.3. And let's give it the /24. Oh, man. Let's put /24 so we can remember them. Okay, so we got that. Router 11, router 10, same old same. Okay, and then the virtual address. Let's have the virtual address as such. Okay, we're going to put this right here. Let's just say this right here, not get too crazy. Of course, you can do basic configurations on your router. I love to take this opportunity to do different things. Let's come over here. You can turn these on, play around with connections. You have to turn this off. We're not going to do all that. But I do encourage you to play around and be curious. Okay. Like I said, no IP domain lookup. Sometimes I should just do what I need to do. But let's push this here. Let's push this here. All right. So now on router 1, what do we need to do? Configure our interface. So interface, we should always figure out what our interface is. What is our interface? G0/0. Okay. Interface, G0/0. Let's make sure we're doing no shut on that baby. And an IP address, which is given 192.168.1.2. Always do the subnet. That's why the /24s are much better. Okay, and back into that. Now I do the same thing on router 1, router 11, which we're about to call this. No, we don't want to set up. I encourage you to set that up just so you can practice. T host name, which we're going to say is 2. Okay, no IP domain lookup. All right. Like I said, let's go in, add an interface. It should be the same. Let's do no shut to make sure. Okay. IP address. Again, it was given. Some of you guys make up what you want. I don't understand why. All right. Boom. We're good to go. We set up the IPs on the router, the interfaces, did a no shut on that. Now we have to set the PC to have an IP address with the default gateway. So let's go into desktop, IP configuration, static. Let's give it 192.168.1. .10, right? And the default gateway is 192.168, which is going to be our VIP, okay? Our VIP is what? Virtual IP. So 1.1, that's our VIP, okay? That's our virtual address that also acts as the default gateway. Cool, we got that set up. The interface is on the router, the IP on the PC, as well as the default gateway. So we can talk its way out. Now we have to configure HSRP on the routers. So let's go into router 10. Let's put this down here. What do we have to do? Configuration terminal. Now we have to say on this interface G0/0, I want you to do, let's make this, well, with HSRP, the commands are standby 1, that's our HSRP group, IP 192.168.1.1. This is our virtual address. I spelled standby wrong, so don't be like me. Now we want to give it a priority. Let's make this our active router. So let's do standby. That's the command for HSRP. 1, the group. I don't know, priority, priority. Since it is our active, the default priority is 100, what we would make it 110, okay? So you see how everything changed here? So, and it took it. So now, and we want to keep it a priority. So if it goes down and the other router, standby router, has to become the active router, once this router gets back up online, it needs to be active again. So we have to say standby 1, HSRP, our group 1, preempt. That's it. Now we do the same thing to router 11, the second router. Let's come over here. Let's exit out of this interface. Again, we're doing our interface. G0/0, we're going into it. Now that we're into it, we have standby 1. This creates the HSRP group number 1 with a virtual address of, same thing we did on the other router. So it's 192.168.1. Okay, enter. Then we do standby. We're calling on our group again, standby 1. And we're going to say priority. I gotta look at the keyboard. Priority 100. I will try not to. Priority 100. Get that thing in there. And then standby preempt. All right. And again, it allows the first router, router 10, to take back that role. Okay. If router 1 fails, that's kind of what this one on this command means. Okay, so we did it. We configured. Now we have to verify. Well, we can verify. We should always verify. Verify what we just did. You can say show standby. We got to get out of the command terminal, or you could say do show standby. And as you can see, we have the group. The state is standby. 3, virtual address, what it is. The active virtual MAC address is this. Local, hello times. The active router is .2. This is router 11. Which one is .2? Router 10 over here, the first router. The priority, okay? Let's exit. We can even come over here, exit, and say do show standby. And as you can see here, group 1, this is active, the state is active, virtual IP, active of the MAC, hello times, preemption, active is local, standby, priority. So you got some information, okay? Now, that's really the nutshell of how you configure HSRP, to be exact. Now, don't forget, we have to test our HSRP failover. So we're going to ping the virtual IP from the PC. So on the PC, let's open up our command prompt and ping the virtual address. So let's ping 192.168.1.1. Let's ping it. Looks like everything went through. For appliance, we obviously can talk to the gateway. Now we're going to simulate a failover on router 1. So router 1, since this is our main router, okay, we're going to go into our router and we're going to shut down this interface. Let's just say the interface got messed up somehow, you know, whatever. We're going to go into the interface and let's say shut down. Okay, enter. Now look at that, down. What happened? I don't know. Something happened, but the router shut down. So we're going to observe the failover. We're going to go over to router 11, the second router. And as you can see, the state changed from standby to active now. Okay, and you can even do show standby. And then look, now the state is active. It was standby. Oh, right here, it was standby. Now it's active. Oh man. Okay. So yeah, that is oh, let's do no shut. Let's come up here and let's do a no shut really quick. It's now up, and it's stuck, and it's okay. Then we do show standby, enter. Oh, look, the state is speak. What did we say speak was? The router is participating in the election to become the active or standby router. Okay? Speak standby. And then the state was standby to active. And that is how you configure and verify a first hot redundancy protocol called HSRP. All right. See you on the next lesson.